Hello, everyone, and welcome to Kryptonite. So let's dive in.
If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel, and if you like the video at the end, click on the thumbs up.
Hello, and welcome to Kryptonite. Today, we're going to review Celsius and the whole platform and what you can do with it. My name is Boris, and I try to help investors, find better ways of investing in the crypto area and hopefully make you discover some different platforms and different techniques and things that can help you maybe hopefully become a better investor in the cryptocurrency world. So today we're looking at Celsius. Great platform, very stable, very well renowned, has lots of nice things to offer. So when we look, first of all, at the stable coins, they offer 8.88% on pretty much all stable coins. Now, most of the others, they only usually offer like USDT and USDC. The great thing about Celsius, they also offer true British pound, true Australian dollar, Hong Kong dollar, Canadian dollar, and all those are all at pretty much the same rates, So overall, they offer, some really nice returns on stable coins. Now, when it comes down to cryptocurrencies, they offer 6.20% on your first BTC, and then all the subsequent BTCs after that, they will offer you 3.51%. On your first 100 ETH, if you have that many, they will give you 5.35%. And if you have more than that, then they'll give you 5.05, which is still pretty good. Then they offer some really great rates, like 14% on synthetics. Awesome. On Matic, they offer 10.51%, so that's really a great rate. I'm staking my Matics on Celsius. I have my synthetics as well on Celsius because they're really awesome rates. Now for DOTs, they offer almost 9%, which obviously we know we can get better somewhere else, like Kraken or Voyager. Aave is not bad at almost 5%. They have also Dash, Bitcoin Cash at 451, Litecoin at 408, ADA 4.6 is a little low. Most people will give you 5, so there are better places to stake your ADAs. So yeah, overall they have, after that we go down into the low numbers, so it may not be as attractive, but they have quite a few. They offer pretty good rates overall, I think realistically between the stable coins and the cryptocurrencies they offer, they have great rates. The other thing is you can rest assured you're fairly safe, or actually pretty safe with Celsius, because they are one of the premier, staking platforms out there. They offer better rates than BlockFi. BlockFi doesn't offer as good of rates, from what I've seen. I do use Celsius. I don't use BlockFi. And to me, really, and I've done another video about another great staking platform, which is Nexo. To me, Celsius and Nexo are really, for staking, some of the better platforms, very stable. The rates don't change that often. And both of them are great for getting your rewards, and still being pretty safe. The big difference is Celsius does pay once a week, so you would get your rewards every Mondays. So you can stake during the week. If you do staking during the week, you'll get partial rewards on the following Monday, and then you'll get full rewards the Monday after, given the fact you have not withdraw any cryptos or any stable coins. Now, I think where they really particularly excel at Celsius is the borrowing. They offer 1% APR, which is pretty amazing on your cryptos. So basically, you can use pretty much any of your cryptos. I've borrowed from them. I used some Aves actually that I have, to borrow that money. And the great thing is you're only going to pay 1% interest on a yearly basis, but you can borrow, and the minimum is 6 months, and you can reimburse after 6 months. So the great thing is they even have a calculator right here. You can say like, hey, I'm borrowing $1,000. Borrowing for a year, that would be, 1 year would be basically $10, $9.96. But if you were to lower that number to, let's say, 6 months, then suddenly you'd be looking at like $5, $4.98, basically $5 of interest on $1,000. So very, very low numbers. Now if you say I'm going to reimburse it after 2 months, you're still going to pay $5. I mean, since their minimum is 6 months, but you're the one who choose. You decide if you're going to do 6 months, a year, year and a half, 2 years, whatever. I mean, once you have passed the 6 months, you can reimburse at any time. Whatever is left, the balance, you can pay partially, you can pay in full, you can decide. There are no penalties. This is much better than any bank you can ever see. First of all, getting 1% is very low. I don't think any bank is ever going to give you 1% interest rate. But the other thing is, because you can borrow for a short period of time and reimburse at any time without any penalties, no banks is really ever going to give you that. Most banks want you to borrow for 10, 15, 20, 30 years, because then you become their passive income. You're the one actually paying them for a very long time. Here you can borrow for somewhat short time or slightly longer, and you decide, and no penalties. So really great program. I've used it. The one thing I would say, be very careful when borrowing money. You don't want to borrow too much. I think borrowing can be a great opportunity if you feel like, okay, you know what, let's say I have $10,000 and I want to borrow, maybe 5% of my capital, so maybe you borrow $500 that you would use to buy during a dip, that you feel like, okay, that's a pretty good dip. I'm feeling pretty comfortable with the market. I think it's going to rebound. So maybe you're going to reimburse that money later on, but don't ever go borrow more than like 5-10% of what you have, because you don't want to be in a situation where the market corrects greatly and you don't want to be liquidated. That's how we see some of those markets dropping, in a very brutal manner in a very short period of time, is because people are being liquidated. Now, Celsius and Nexo, they're probably some of the best to protect the people. Their clients they don't like for their clients to be liquidated. So they really try to make sure you don't get liquidated, and they put some good reserves in place. Obviously in this case, he had 1%, you're borrowing at 25%, of the total value of what you're staking. So if you take, to borrow, let's say, something like $10,000, you would need to do, probably something like $40,000. Pretty much one Bitcoin roughly right now would give you about, $10,000 to borrow. So, and then they tell you right here, the collateral, what to expect. So if you say, I want to borrow $10,000, you see 0.91 BTC, so Bitcoin, and you're looking at spending only $50 a year in interest. Very, very, very low interest. So overall, great platform, great to borrow. However, it doesn't work everywhere, only works in certain countries. It works in certain states, not in all states. In the US, you need to check, the very easy way to find out is once you are, well, first of all, you can write to their support and they'll let you know. Or if you have the Celsius application, on your phone only, you can check on your phone, and if you see that you have the borrow button, that means you are allowed to borrow. Otherwise, you won't see it as part of the options on your cell phone. So yeah, great platform. They're very stable. They have a credit card that's coming up pretty soon. It's still on a waiting list right now. You have to join the waiting list, but it's coming, so that's nice. And then they have their cell token, which is pretty good. However, for most people, especially in the US, you cannot earn interest. You have to be outside of the US to earn, I believe, interest on cell tokens. They give you rewards, of course, depending on the holding that you have. You get different discounts on your loans or bonus rewards where you get more percentages, extra rewards on your rewards. So yeah, great platform. That, like I said, that's the one I use the most with Nexo for staking. So thank you for today, for your time, and I look forward to see you on the next video on Crypto Night. Thank you. Bye-bye. I hope this video helps. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.
If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel, and if you like the video at the end, click on the thumbs up.